Justice League Dark, issue 18, James Tynion the fourth, and Alvaro Martinez on the art. So take it away, guys.
Yeah.
Where to
Man, they're
start?
teasing.
Start with Diana stuff?
Well, yeah, but they are teasing Eclipso so much here, it's palpable.
Oh no! It's every issue. Like, is this the moment?
Yep. And so I don't, and Eclipso's one of those characters, I don't know why I enjoy them so much. I just do. Like, I can't point to any other stories where I was like, oh yeah, Eclipso was awesome in this. I guess it's just the
general idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, you can start with the Diana stuff.
Yeah, because she's still in the other world.
Mhm.
And
with the Upside Down Man.
The Upside Down Man showed up, and she kind of has to make a deal with him.
Yeah, make a deal with the devil. And it is a very Faustian pact because, and what I like here is it's Tynion taking time through Diana's point of view to show that the other kind really isn't this otherworldly creation, right? They are monsters, but it's the sense of balance here is that, like, Hecate's the goddess of magic, and that basically the Upside Down Man is just the corruption of the inverse of her.
Yeah.
So whatever that means, so to me that gives it a path of the Upside Down Man not always being this grotesque monster, that's only out to release the rest of the other kind. Because then when you think back to that one issue that we had where it's Man-Bat telling all the stories.
Oh, and he's there stalking them.
Yeah, and that you see what the other kind are, and it's basically just corruption of magic.
Yeah, and it's interesting, Upside Down Man, he wants balance here.
Yeah, because he feels Hecate stole magic, which is very a Greek myth kind of deal, right? When you think about Prometheus and Pandora, and now you throw in Hecate there, that Hecate he feels stole and unleashed something that wasn't hers on the world, and it changed it, and now it's all out of whack.
Exactly, and that's the deal that they make here is he'll give Diana her body back and let her tap into all that magical potential that she's always had.
Mm-hmm.
And in return, she stops Cersei and and the others, and then will kind of realign magic to be more balanced, so it isn't as chaotic as it is. If not, if she fails, Diana has to stand aside and do nothing as he eats all of magic alive. If we can't have balance, you don't get it at all, basically.
All right. And see, now with the balance, we see where Naboo came in, right?
Yeah.
Or why Naboo allied himself with the Upside Down Man and the other kind.
Yeah, to him that is a balance is
much preferable.
Yeah.
Right. But I always feel with Naboo, it's only order, and you can have negativity in only order. And,
sure.
Right. So, not necessarily he's a good guy. He just that fits his point of view better.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just those scenes with them in the other realm, he's so creepy. Like, it's very unnerving.
And
the big mouth.
The the other ghost that's trapped in there with Diana. Witchfire. Yes, thank you. That at the end, just to prove his point, he eats
her ghost.
Yeah, he eats her ghost, and it's terrifying.
Yep, and it's very Frighteners, where you have the ghost killing the other ghosts.
Yeah.
And that makes it even more unsettling because they're like, wait, how do you kill a ghost? Well, if you're him, it's just as simple as
taking a bite out of their
throat. Yeah, right. So, but yeah, no, it's
great.
Yeah, that's so great. And
back in the real world, we have the rest of the team fighting the Injustice League Dark. So a lot of great action going on here when they bring out the dragon.
Yep. So I also love the zombie Grundy is basically trying to break through this door and losing pieces of himself as it's happening.
Yeah, it's just falling apart.
Yeah, that cracked me up. And you got Clarion throwing shade at Cersei over it.
Yeah.
Which that just brought me back to Game of Thrones. Those two names, Clarion and Cersei, very much
sure
Game of Thrones adjacent, right? So
I can see that.
But Yeah, that dragon. Give me that dragon's name again, because I saw Tynion.
Dracul Carfang.
Right.
That's a Carfang with a K.
Yeah.
And holy shit, it looks incredible.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge, massive dragon, and it's impressive as hell.
Yeah, so this was the dragon skeleton that we saw in their portion of the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, because you see she puts the coin, you see the skeleton, she kind of brings it back to life, but it looks huge with all of its skin and stuff there.
Yeah, so this dragon was from the JLA A League of One.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see what that was about, but it's not. I'm gonna have to go back and find and read this now, though.
Yeah.
Because then it was written and drawn by Christopher Moeller, and it looks like a fantasy story.
I'm in.
Mixed with it, yeah. Anyways, that's where Tynion pulled this from, so that's pretty cool. You can just tell that he's doing his homework. But yeah, this dragon comes up and is just ready to wreck.
And then you cut to Constantine going, all right, yeah, this is really quite bad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And
you've got simple Bobo just, making a mess, causing chaos,
tearing pieces into people, like and he's no help,
Yeah, Zatanna's still just got a hole in her face at the minute, so she has to heal herself so that back to normal.
Which I do love that Constantine gives her props for. That was quite the knife trick. But yeah, she's almost tempted by Eclipso here.
It's coming.
And she just wonders what her father and Constantine had in mind, to put the series into play. And they look around and they're surrounded by magical objects.
Yeah, they're in an armory of all these confiscated things. They're like, well, maybe we should just use them.
And so the Injustice League Dark pops in, and they're all surrounded by that stuff. But Khalid, as they're fighting, he goes to the helm. Yeah,
and we're getting him back as Dr. Fate next issue,
right? Which I'm sure excited you. I instantly thought of you.
Oh yeah, no, because I really love that little series that he had. I thought it was criminally underrated, underread more likely. I think everyone who read it did really like it.
So my thing on this then is, can him and Kent coexist?
I would say yes, because Kent is at a point now where he's not using Fate's magic. He's only using his own magic that he's learned, which is why he's a lot weaker right now. He just has all the knowledge that he's learned over decades. Whereas
I like that, because now you can have both.
Yeah.
You can have Khalid and have that new Dr. Fate, but now you can have Kent Nelson who's past that Dr. Fate.
Yeah, he's still got power. He's not as strong as he would have been with the helmet, but he's got his own power that he's learned over years. Because as we've established, even in this very book, other people can learn to do magic. It's it's not exclusive to only certain people. You can learn it, and over the years, Kent has learned these things from Naboo mostly, but all the reading that he did in the tower and such. He's got a pretty big wealth of knowledge. And
so that's where it ends. It looks like as we're talking about the Upside Down Man bringing order to the chaos, and now you have Naboo, who's the last we saw was with the Lords of Order and whatnot. It's a
great issue.
It's real fun. Yeah, and the art by Bueno is really, really good. Like it fits the rest of the tone of the book.
Yeah,
so,
the action's great. The colors are pretty fantastic. I'm not sure who's on colors, but the great work. And that dragon, when that showed up, and then you get like a double page spread of it showing up, being reborn, and then the full page of it, looking down on Cersei, and it's it's impressive.
Pretty much, so this dragon, that's good. I'm just going through it. There's that page where they have they're looking up beneath the Hall of Justice at the dragon being reborn.
Yeah,
where Constantine goes, okay, it really is that bad, huh?
Yeah,
just that page of reactions is really.
They're
good.
all like, shit. Yeah, no, this is a great issue. I'll probably give it an 8.5.
Oh yeah, me too. 8.5. It's basically the strongest book thus far, which shouldn't be surprised anymore because it's been consistently that strong, I feel.
Yeah.
And especially when it gets away from the intricacies of magic, when it's just allowing itself to be this fun horror infused book.
Yeah.
And
Tynion's doing some great work.